Hey everybody, what's up? It's TheUnproPro here, and you are watching RPG Maker VX Ace tutorials. Coming up in this episode, you're gonna learn how to craft weapons and armors. First, I'll start off by showing you what you'll be making. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is create a little merchant guy. He's going to say something, and he's going to activate a switch called Craft. Now over here in your Items tab in the database, I've created 4 items: metal, stick, rock, and string. Over here in the Armors tab, I've also kind of modified something to create a wooden chestplate. Now over here in the Common Event tabs, you can see I have pictures that are shown. These pictures are in the description. Click the link to download them. And I left it really open so you can modify it. I'll let this window here blank because this is mostly just a template anyways. So once you've downloaded the images, you want to go to your resource manager, go to pictures, and click on import. You'll see the 4 images here, and then you'll import them. After doing so, go back into your database and go to the Common Events tab. Create a common event called Craft Menu. Set the trigger to auto run, and set the condition to craft. Right here I have 4 variables, each of them being the same name as the items: metal, stick, rock, and string. And I have them on set, game data, and I have it equal to the metal in the inventory. What this does is it allows you to know how many of those items you have. So now we're going to have 4 conditional branches here. Let me explain how this part works. Create a variable called index. Index will let us know what item we are currently hovered over. So now do variable index is equal to 0, constant 0. Do not check the set handling. If it's equal to 0, we are going to show the first image, which is the basic sword selection. Same goes with if it's equal to 1, it's going to show number 2. And same with if it's equal to 2, it's going to show image 3. If it's equal to 3, it's going to show image 4. Remember, 0 counts as 1. Now right here I have a conditional branch, it's input trigger. So you want to go over to tab 4, and you want to click script. This is case sensitive, so you're going to have to type it exactly like this. Capital I. Input.trigger, question mark. In between parentheses, you have a colon and a C. This means when you press enter. So this is going to decide our selections. And then we have something similar set up right here. So if the variable is equal to 0, calls a common event basic sword. Don't worry about the call common event parts yet, just get these set up. So if it's equal to 0, 1, 2, and 3. Make sure that you remember your selections. So 0 is basic sword, 1 is bow, 2 is wooden chestplate, and 3 is axe. Okay, after you're done with all that, you're going to have another conditional branch. This is going to be input.repeat, question mark, and in between parentheses, there's a colon and capital letters down. This means if you hold down, it'll go to the bottom, but stop at the bottom. How we're going to determine that is what I'm going to explain next. So right inside of that, we're also going to have another conditional branch. This is going to be if the variable index is less than 3. This is important because it prevents you from making selections that aren't there. We're going to do the exact same thing for up. We're going to say instead of down, it's going to be up. But this time, the conditional branch inside of it is actually going to be greater than 0. This prevents you from going way over the top. Okay, so next I have the form of canceling out the selections by pressing B, or rather X on the keyboard, escape, or 0 on the numpad. How this is done is just on tab 4 we have button, B is being pressed. After that I have a move picture. As you can see here I have it set for move picture number 88. That's because I set the pictures as the index of 88. This is so I can actually use pictures in the game without having to worry about it being overwritten. So I recommend putting a really high number. And something a lot of people have issues with is when they're actually showing their first picture, they'll accidentally have it as 1, and they'll wonder why it's not moving or if it's not going transparent. It has to be the exact same index as the picture you're moving. So right here I have the first image shown, which is that the variable index is equal to 0. I have the picture number as 88. Same goes with all these. They have to be equal to the picture you're moving. After that, I turn the switch called craft off, and that cancels out the crafting. Now over here is how we're going to check and see if we have the materials. So right here on the basic sword, I have a conditional branch that checks to see if we have 1 metal. I also have this box checked. So if you do have more than 1 metal, it's then going to check and see if you have more than 1 stick, or 1 or more. And this is also checked on this one as well. Underneath both of the else, you want to have text that says you need more materials. And if it's successful, you can do change items, metal -1 and stick -1. You would actually take away however many materials is required to make the item. In our case, we need 1 metal and 1 stick for the basic sword. We also go on to increase your short sword by 1. And we have a little bit of text to say craft complete. Same goes with the bow with just different materials. So for the bow you need 1 stick and 1 string, and it takes away a stick and string, and it gives you a short bow. The wood chestplate is a little bit different because it only requires 1 type of material. How you can do that is just have 1 conditional branch to see if it's greater than or equal to the amount of material you needed, which is 5. So underneath the else, like normal, you would say you need more materials. Otherwise, you would take away the 5 sticks, and you would give yourself a chestplate. You would say craft complete. And the axe is the exact same as bow and sword. You can keep chaining conditional branches if you require a lot more materials. But always have else in each and every single conditional branch with this text. Alright, so I hope this helped you guys. This has been the tutorial. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and also what sort of things you guys are going to be setting up for crafting. Till then, see you guys later.